So there are some new updates with the Insta360 X5, and they're not new, but they're the latest updates. I just haven't gotten around to actually talking about them. And the biggest one, it's called adaptive tone. So this is when you go from a light area to a dark area. Sometimes it takes a while to adjust. And with the new update, the image quality is supposed to be better in terms of the dynamic range. So if you're in those situations where you're going from light to dark, or imagine you were in a cave or you're in a forest and you can normally see the trees, so like the tunnel of the trees, and then you look beyond that and then you can see the sky. It's supposed to make that kind of situation, make the dynamic range look a lot better, and so the image should look a lot better. So one of the things that I have done is obviously updated the camera, and more recently there is also another update which allows you to use ND filters with the X5. I don't have those ND filters, so I can't try it out in this video, but I'm going to try and get my hands on some. But that is another update. And then there are some other ones as well in the list that are quite useful. The other thing since the X5 came out was the fact that you actually have this mic Air as well, which I talk about in another video. But essentially you have the mic Air, which you can connect via Bluetooth to the X5. So if you want to use an external mic, then you have that option. And not only does it work as an external mic, but it also works as a remote shutter. So if you've got the X5 out on the stick and you want to start and stop recording without having to bring the stick down, even though you can twist the X5, so if you do this little twist thing, then it starts and stops recording. But now you can just do it with the mic if you use the mic, and you can just use it as a remote if you don't want to use it as an external mic as well. It's also very affordable. So I'm going to go out and hear the difference with and without the mic, because I haven't tested it with the X5 yet. But it is also worth saying that adaptive tone also works in pure video mode. So if you're shooting in 360 and you're shooting in pure video mode, then the adaptive tone will also work in pure video. And that is the other thing that I remembered. So one of the other updates was the fact that you can now use pure video in single lens mode up to 4K 30, which is something that you couldn't do before. So that is also a very good bonus. So with all that said, I'm just going to show you some footage. I haven't seen for myself what the footage looks like right now, so it's up to you to decide whether there's a difference or how the audio sounds. But anyway, I'm going to shut up and I'm just going to show you the footage. I'm going to put the wind muff on it because it is windy. It's really windy. Yeah, it's fairly windy. And I'm really hoping that you can hear what I'm saying right now, because if you can't, then it's kind of moot me talking, but we'll go with it. Anyway, this is the audio from the X5. I'm sure you'll be able to hear what I'm saying, and if you can't, then I'll put subtitles on the screen. But this is just to give you an idea of what it's like, and if you were out and about and it was windy and you actually wanted to get good audio because you were vlogging at the same time, then this is why you would probably want to use the mic Air. So I'm going to attach that now so that you can hear what that audio is. This is what the mic Air sounds like with the Insta360 X5, which I'm recording with at the moment. And it's really windy, which is why I've got the wind muff on it at the moment. And let me let you hear what it sounds like without it, because I actually want to see how much of a difference it's making, and if it is making a difference. It should make a difference, it should, but we'll see. No, don't do that. I was just about to bite that. Okay, so this is now the mic Air without the wind muff on it, and I can see from the audio levels that my audio is definitely going up. It's not peaking, but you know, the wind is hitting the microphones, but we'll see how clear it is without the wind muff on. I don't know if you noticed from the last clip, but when I was watching it back, I realised that my lips were out of sync with my voice when I had the mic Air connected, and I just wanted to try it again to see if, I don't know, maybe in the edit something went wrong, or just whilst it was recording something went wrong, or if this is something that is happening. So I don't know if you noticed it, but I definitely noticed it. It was a little bit off. So I just want to see from this recording if it's the same. And also hear what the audio sounds like in the car with the mic, because obviously I've got it connected here. And I'm filming in pure video with adaptive tone on. So again, that's something I just wanted to test as well, to see how the pure video was going to look in the car because it is very overcast today. So from the screen, it looks like it's quite dark in here. And I just wanted to see how that footage is handled and how Adaptive Tone is handling it as well. So for me, I tend to use the Insta360 X5 a lot for things like behind the scenes and just recording myself doing something. So for example, I've been using it a lot for climbing recently because I have been getting back into bouldering. I was doing more of rope climbing before, but I've been starting to do more bouldering now. And I like to actually see myself on the route, because if I'm trying to do a problem and I'm trying to do this route like 4, 5, 6 times and my footwork, or I'm just not getting it and I just keep coming off the wall, then I want to see the route that I'm taking, because if I'm doing the same thing over and over again, then obviously it's not working. So having something to look back on, anyway, I'm waffling, but basically for climbing and for other things, like if I'm just out and about and I'm filming myself and I'm setting up, then just putting the X5 down and then doing the whole tracking thing whilst I'm moving around is just very useful. So for social media, that is the biggest reason that I use the X5, and it's the camera that I use most when I'm trying to put content up on Instagram, for example. And if you don't follow me on Instagram, by the way, do, because I post loads of stories and reels of stuff that I'm doing that you don't necessarily get to see on YouTube. So worth following me. But yeah, if you're looking for a camera where you can just put it down and not have to worry about where you are and what you're doing and then just reframe it all afterwards, then the X5 is definitely that camera, and I've really been loving it lately. It is great. So just going back to this Adaptive Tone, you can definitely see that it does increase the brightness of the image. So if you look inside the car without it, it's definitely darker, and then you look at it with it on, then it's definitely brightened up the inside of the car without actually adjusting anything on the outside. So the outside of the car looks the same in both the shot without Adaptive Tone on and with Adaptive Tone. So if you've not updated your X5 yet, then now's the time to do it. My friend's just messaging me. Oh, that's hilarious. No, I have no idea what I was going to say. I don't know. This is why we script videos, Tamara. This is why we script them. Or have better notes. Yeah, I don't know.